Hello, I'm Tweek, and one of the weird things about Minecraft realms is the fact that anyone can invite you at any given point in time to join their realm to see their world and to see what they've built within it. This is something we've taken advantage of a few times on the channel. Maybe I've invaded some worlds, maybe I've colonized a few, but one of the things that I've noticed a common trend is a lot of people invite me to worlds that have nothing in them or have very little or that are just objectively bad. So I figured, you know what, let's put an end to this whole let's compliment your world and see what you've done. Instead, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to check out your worlds and maybe be honest, and maybe that involves a little bit of roasting here and there, but isn't that what we all want in the world? So today, yeah, we got a bunch of people who sent their worlds in with the specific thing of like, please roast my realm, Toycat, like Toycat vacuum cleaner. I can roast your title there alone. But yeah, a lot of people want me to roast their worlds, which is what we're gonna be doing in today's video. And we're gonna be starting right here with Toycat Roast My Bad World by Mr. Goatee the Gamer, because you know what, he gives me the request to do it, which means it's nice and easy, not even being mean, right? So yeah, this is Mr. Goatee the Gamer's world, and we're gonna be checking it out. I mean, immediately I see it's a creative world, so I'm a little bit skeptical, but I also do see that, you know, it might be super flat, but it's also got a pretty nice spacing between the things, so let's look at those things individually. Here's a nice Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with a crown on. Not a great crown, because who wants lapis lazuli on there, but still, that's pretty good. Here is one of the coolest nether portals I've actually seen in quite some time. I really like this. It's pretty good. Wow. You think I'm going to be mean, but then I'm really nice to stuff. I actually think this is a really, really good way to do a nether portal, because again, take advantage of the nether thing, use some blocks that seem a little bit matching, like from a distance, obsidian looks exactly the same as black concrete, so it works on that level, and then fit it into something else in the world, and I think they've done a really good job of this. So yeah, solid nether portal. But most of the benefit of the world is lost when you see that, like, oh no, they've got a minecart track here. They made it into like a roller coaster style thing. Again, this is in every single world ever. I don't know why. It's one of the first things you build in Minecraft. And you know, when you're in survival, maybe this would be forgivable. Like, oh yeah, I was trying out roller coasters for the first time. But no, you know, you have access to creative, the whole menu, everything that anyone would ever like to build with, and you can build in any way. And you built this. It's all made out of black concrete. It's not particularly fun, right? You're not like, oh wow, this roller coaster is so crazy. No, there's nothing exciting or unique about this. This is the thing everyone does in their world, and it's honestly ruined the rest of this for me. You know, this was a cool Nintendo Switch with Steve killing a zombie in some water, and like it's actually some pretty cool put together stuff, but that roller coaster, I don't know about that, man. Also, sometimes in survival, you've got to do what you've got to do. This is creative. You don't need a turtle locked in a box. Why would you do this? What was the point? Animal cruelty is okay when you have a reason. You know, when I use plastic straws, I'm okay with killing turtles because at least the drink gets to my mouth faster. But if you're just being cruel to turtles in general, that's mean. That's not recommended. Although I guess it could be worse because we've got an iron golem locked in a box. There's this really famous post on one of the websites. You know how there's like 4 websites that all just repost stuff to each other? It was a Reddit or a Twitter or a Tumblr post that's like, oh yeah, so my son got into Minecraft and for some reason he's just been locking up the villagers in cages. This is you. You are the 7-year-old child who locks animals in cages for fun, and I am concerned about your future. And it does seem like you've got some mild sociopathic tendencies in there, but you know what, that's probably fine. You can just become a politician, am I right? Haha, high quality humor. But no, this is actually a somewhat nice world. I don't want to roast it too hard, because it actually is pretty good, but also like, I don't think they understand parkour actually. Oh, it's ender pearl parkour. I can live with that. Okay, sure. So you gotta like ender pearl to the things. That's a fun enough idea. Although, again, you know, you're in creative. You can do anything you want. No one can tell you what you can and cannot do. And this is what you do with that. I'm just saying, not the greatest thing in the world. So next up here, we have Toycat Explorer Craft Season 2. I'm assuming this is some form of realm between some form of people that like to call it a big fancy name. And if it's on Season 2, that implies there was a Season 1 that clearly went so well, right? So I'm excited to see what this world has to offer. And it looks like it's one of these worlds you join and there's just one house and otherwise untouched terrain. Like somehow this area is lit up. Can anyone work out how? Like, where is the light coming from? Oh, it's a torch. I don't know. Oh, I was standing on the torch the whole time, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to climb the mountain. I'm going to see if there is anything else going on here. Or if we literally have one house. It's funny, you know, when you call it Explorer Craft, you know, you're going for the, you know, like, I don't know, all the different things out there that are called something craft, you know. the hermit crafts, the whatever crafts of the world, when you're going for something along that name scheme, then it feels just a little bit weird, you know, just a little bit, not a huge amount, but it feels a little bit weird to have that as your solo world, where it doesn't look like you've done too much. No offense. Also, wait, did I see this house right? Wait, one sec.
Boy.
Is this house real? There's a house here with 2 doors, by the way, and nothing inside of it. It's just an empty house. There better be some secrets below these floorboards. I mean, it's made from half slabs. That's kind of a secret. I mean, sometimes you gotta save the wood. I get that, don't worry. But yeah, there's no secrets down here. Literally, this is their idea of a house. They're like, you know what's really great in Minecraft? It's all about the exterior design. But this isn't an amazingly designed house. Like, for when you're using just 2 resources, maybe. But it doesn't work as a house because there's no reason to be on the inside versus the outside. Why? Crafting tables, chests, beds, things like that, you know? I mean, at least there is this nice little seating area around a campfire. I've always wanted to have one of those moments where you're all sat around a campfire, just kind of enjoying yourself. That sounds really fun to me. So yeah, this is the entirety of something that someone thought was like, Toycat needs to see this. This is my one shot, my one opportunity. And yeah, they've also got some nether tunnels, which admittedly might be amazing, might lead somewhere that isn't tragic. Okay, so I like that it's made out of andesite. They clearly ran out of andesite for the ceiling, which is funny, to me at least. And yeah, I think that's all I can really say about these tunnels. I think building into the floor seems clever on A level, but if you're gonna make another tunnel, I would actually recommend doing it higher up, or at least at ground level, because again, even though it's easier, you have to do a lot more mining down here, and it's harder to work out what's above you, which is functionally useful. But let's just walk around along these tunnels anyway, just in case. Okay, so they've got blue ice all the way over here. Oh, look at this. This is fun. This is really fun. Okay, so there is some development in this nether somewhere. It's weird and a bit confusing, but doesn't that describe all of you watching this video right now? So yeah, here is a Pillager Outpost. Oh, I got poisoned by something. What poisoned me? Oh, there's a witch, okay. But yeah, this is a bit of a weird thing. I'll sleep on it and I'll see if it's better in the morning. Yeah, we've got some more pillager farm going on right here. Didn't know that was a thing you humanly could do. I believe that the Pillager Outpost didn't actually spawn more pillagers, so heck if I know how any of this is working. But what I can say, if nothing else, I guess, is that clearly on some level, again, this is my observation, this has taught me something new, that pillager farms might be possible on Bedrock. I know you can have raid farms on Java. I know. Everyone's always like, Toycat, make a raid farm. Use the tutorial from this guy on Java. And it's like, yeah, really glad you understand what will help me out there. But yeah, as you can see right here, we've got some form of pillager farm. And this might be the most unique thing I've seen in this world. So yeah, Explorecraft, more like, don't explore my crafting abilities and instead just make mediocre worlds that I claim are as big as a major server out there. That's what I'm talking about. You can kill me. Oh, there's instant respawn on. That is something you don't see very often. It's very jarring, actually. You know what else is jarring? A door that is ajar like this one into the next realm that's just called Toycat Vacuum. I mean, vacuum like the cleaners? Because fun fact, in the UK, we call vacuums hoovers. Ooh, exciting culture difference mixed in with your realm video. But that means that to me, vacuum only means a vacuum in space. But I'm assuming this guy means a vacuum cleaner. Which means he's gonna use this world to like hoover up spiders or to vacuum up spiders. See, look at me, Britishing all over your faces. It's a terrible crime. So there's a jungle tree here, which is missing a few blocks. Very strange and confusing. There's a big old cobblestone pathway, which I actually do quite like. It's basic, but you know, it's a sign of like infrastructure, something cool happening. And then also we've got some signs saying this way, followed by this way. Should we go down the staircase? Or should we look at their high-quality building skills over there? That's a nice house. Although I bet they at least have a crafting table on the inside. You know, I thought we couldn't find a worse house than before. But we have one that doesn't even have a proper thing. If you read this, you're dead. And then it has some of the floorboards missing. I do not understand how it's so bad to make... Why even make a house at this point?
Boy.
Why even make a house? Genuine question there. Like, I know you watch Minecraft videos and the first thing everyone does is, like, makes a house for the night. But if you're not going to use it for anything, you don't need a house, you know? Like, oh, make a starter house. If your starter house isn't even a house, then why even bother, you know? Anyway, the signs say this way now. I'm actually kind of curious as to what this is leading me towards. This is the big thing for the server, so clearly it's worth something. Okay, so this is cool. They're using the buttons exploit in Bedrock right now, where you can have boats go infinite speeds over buttons. And worst case, it will just look cool when that stops working. Like, everything else sucks, but this is actually a pretty cool nether system. Like, again, as long as you have tunnels that are enclosed, there's no risks of ghasts happening. And if you can do something that looks this futuristic and actually fits the nether, surprisingly, again, I don't know if this is pure survival. It's starting to feel like potentially not, but the buttons in their blue ice tells me maybe it is. So they've got a Guardian farm, that's pretty high end. They've got a Drake's home, which is a Guardian farm, I would guess, based on that. You know what? Who's Drake? I don't need to see his home. Okay, so this is Devon's home. You can tell it's a good one because, like, ooh, we've got some form of emerald beacon, a mega beacon even, I would guess, by this map. And, yeah, we've got a big farm, we've got a house. Something nice is going on here, and that's all I need. Do you ever realize how there's kind of a skeleton inside all of us right now? And that skeleton might be trying to get out. So, think about that. It's pretty deep, really. By the way, it's raining, and for some reason the rain is coming through the ceiling. Like, you know, say what you want about the scale of this and the mega beacon, which I was correct about, by the way. It's got all the beacon effects. But, you know, they can't afford to fix their leaky roof. Oh, and they've done it to make a French flag. It could be a Dutch flag, depending on the way you look at it, right? Like, this is France, blue, white, red. And this is the Netherlands. So I'm going to believe they're Dutch. Or they could be Americans, like red, white, and blue. Every country is red, white, blue, actually. The UK flag is those three colors as well. Okay, so here's something potentially cool. It's some redstone. Oh, is this an elytra launcher? This might be so clever. Okay, no, it's not working. Maybe I've got to sprint it just the right way. Oh yeah, there we go. That is really clever if it's an elytra launcher. If it just puts you into water though, that's ridiculous. And come on, man, you have this many emeralds, this much beacon strength, etc, etc, and then you're using cobblestone to build this? Come on, you know? You can do better than that. Although actually I'm going to take the design from this, I'm totally going to use it myself, so... You know, it can't be that bad if I'm stealing it. Imagine a mugger, like, criticizing you as he tries to rob you. He's like, oh, give me your phone, you know, points gun at you, and you pull out your phone. He's like, really? You still got one of those? It's 2019, man. Like, update your you can keep it. You know, I'm not gonna get value for anything besides parts for this. You know, actually, here's $20 for you, man. You clearly need this more than me. Have a great day. Wait, maybe that's a tactic. Have really bad stuff, so the muggers are so disappointed they want to give you money. And if that is a tactic, this world definitely does use it in places because there's stuff like this found around. Oh, this is actually another clever elevator system. I like a lot of the mildly clever things in this world, I guess. Although this might drown me, so there's that. Wait, why isn't this drowning me? Like I'm in water? Whatever, I'm alive, that's what counts. So yeah, there's some form of farm system going on here. I think it's a zombie killing farm. A lot of people who go on these worlds really like their farms. This is a lesson I guess I'm learning. Oh, it's got some tridents in there for some reason. Oh, what the heck? They've got the tridents like stuck in the block. This is the coolest thing. They've got, okay, well, I'm gonna break in there and I'm gonna see if these hurt me. Oh, I think I just broke their thing. Oops, well, you know what the good news is? There are realm backups. That is a thing that exists. And let's see if we can survive this fall. Oh, look at this map. This map makes me so disappointed. Oh, this is so ugly. Don't use the biggest maps, like 4 of them, and if you're gonna fill out the rest, don't do this. Oh, this is tragic. Almost as tragic as your pet named Dentures. Why would you name a parrot Dentures? I can't work it out. So yeah, I have no idea what the deal with that name was, but I mean, that was interesting enough, I guess. But it can't be as quirky as Toycat's quirky server by Le Meme Moo. This, I mean, even his name is quirky, right? Like, it's Lee, so, you know, like French for the, instead of using just the word the. And then it's meme, you know, memes are pretty memey. And then moo instead of cow, you know, Le Meme Moo. What is any of your name? Although you make a beautiful world, so maybe that's all we really need. Follow the path, our turn is just up ahead. Watch out for mobs. Can't tell me how to live my life, sign. I'm not gonna look out for any mobs. I'm gonna look backwards the whole way and hope we don't run into a creeper. I don't have any sound turned on right now. Obviously you do watching this, because I'm a good YouTuber and I try to give you the game sounds. But it actually is a little bit terrifying that we might run into a creeper. But isn't that what life should be about? The small moments, the terrors that await you every single day. The Church of Jadson? Jasa. What even? Oh my god. This is great. I love this. Can't even make fun of that. Can't even make fun of that. It's not humanly possible. So yeah, it seems as though the idea they've got here is they've taken a village and they've kind of just expanded it to be their whole thing. I don't know if there was a base village here that they've improved or they built one from scratch. I would wager it's the first one, not the second. Because yeah, you can see some of the key installations here that are looking pretty ugly still. Like, you put a torch there for some reason, nothing there, but then a brewing stand there. It's very confusing, to say the least. It's also confusing to work out what's where in this village and why it's sort of carved out from the hill and sort of not at the same time. Again, pick something, you know? Are you terraforming the world, or are you trying to leave it natural? Oh, there's a mesa next to spawn too. This is a solid seed. Okay, so then at the outskirts of the village over here, we've got some more villagey style houses where there's some smoking going on, it seems. And we've got some form of big mob pit over here with carpet in and out, which, you know, that's a clever way to make sure you can get in and out. You know, I would mock the fact that it's just animals living in a hole in the ground, but people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. So over here we have a sand castle, and you know what? The melon on top. That's what changes this all. I was going to criticize this, be like, it's not a very good castle, but that melon block, that perfectly fits in place right here. That's such a good block to choose right here. It's such a good fit for a sand castle, which is also such a good fit for the middle of a plains biome next to a village. What genius, you know, placement that is. Also, it's meant to be kind of like a desert temple, but the way in is a bit untransparent. Also, what is it with people and having houses without any purpose to the inside? There's one furnace over here, and there's a horse that can't get in and out, by the way, unless he can jump really high. It's possible, actually. Wait. No, yeah, this this horse is trapped in here, and then the rest is all on the second floor. And it's like, why? Why do you do this? Who is this for? What is the point of this horse being trapped in here? It's not even a very good horse, right? It's whatever. I actually do think this is a pretty cool idea for a world, though. I will say, like, taking a village, kind of expanding on it, and then even outside the village, kind of keeping things consistent. Like, I really like a lot of the individual things in this world. I just think it's really weird. Like this bridge. I mean, it's just a well put together bridge, right? In my opinion. There are lots of individual impressive things, and then there are lots of individual depressive things. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it, isn't it? I would say so. So there's one more realm I want to check out today. It's the Highlands 2 Toy Cat. Again, not just the Highlands 1. The Highlands 1 was so wildly successful, they had to start a brand new one. That's right, King Kit Kat 1, king of the Nestle confectionery. Oh, okay, here's another culture difference, because you know what? You might think you're here to see realms, but really you're learning about the UK. Here's what Kit Kats look like in the United States, where you statistically live if you watch this video. Here's what Kit Kats look like in the world, i.e. countries that are not the United States. Notice how it's different. Isn't that wacky? Also, Kit Kats were invented in the UK. They were just bought by a company of Swiss descent, yeah. That's what Nestle is, it's a Swiss company. Man, you ever think about how much money Nestle has? The largest food company in the world, too. Jesus Christ. How is a Swiss company, like, you know, do you know how big Switzerland is? The answer is not very. You know how big Nestle's food business is? The answer is very, 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 more than a billion Swiss francs in revenue. That's over $1 billion. So yeah, this is the Highlander 2. Again, after the wildly successful Highlander 1, that was just so perfect it couldn't be improved on. What King Kit Kat decided to do is make the Highlander 2. And as you can see, they're very good at making worlds. This is actually the best looking world I've ever seen. I can't roast it because it's just too well put together. The way every single block of cobblestone, you know, you might think like cobblestone, basic block. No, this person, you know, after all their years of Minecraft experience, they know cobblestone's the best looking block. They know that if you ironically use it, it actually makes things look wonderful. They know that if you mix it in with the ground and some netherrack and also some pathway blocks, also a random barrel and the ground, they know that's how you make the best looking areas. And they've even got a dog here to guard you, you know, because you don't want anyone destroying these blocks and ruining the art. So there's a dog here to guard it. Also, look around the rest of this and you can see these glass blocks everywhere. They really add to it because sometimes you think to yourself, oh yeah, I want to look through this random gap and I want to see above it, but also I want there to be a block there. This glass has got you covered. This glass right here, same thing. I mean, you want to look at that glass block, but you don't want to touch it. So you touch this glass block, and it's kind of the same thing. Isn't that wonderful? The answer is yes. That is very wonderful. Also, this, I really can't even work out where this is going. There's a chest up there, so maybe this is like a challenge map. Okay, let's do this like it's a Okay, this doesn't go anywhere. What is this map? What is this meant to be? I honestly, I wanna work it out, but I just can't. But you know what's even better than the cobblestone house? After that, they figured, you know what? Let's make an ironic take on a wood house. And then you can see like all of this wonderful stuff. There's even a creeper they've deliberately placed there because this is perfection in house form. There's even some trees in the ground on the floor right here. Wait, why are there some trees? Yeah, I guess they built it on top of a bunch of trees, and that's again perfect placement. It makes you question what reality is. Again, the Highlander, it's all about being high, right? And you know what people do when they get high? They make questionable decisions. Kind of like this questionable decision right here. Kind of like this questionable decision right here. Kind of like, I mean, can we even call this a questionable decision? Was this even a decision? I don't know for sure. This world is just filled with confusing, questionable things. This is where you're meant to put your minecarts when you have a minecart track. Why is there pink carpet and a dandelion? But yeah, this is filled with decisions of questionable. They must have made this deliberately bad as a joke, right? Why else would you? Why else could you even? Do they know what they're doing? Did they let their child play Minecraft instead and they uploaded the wrong world? Why would anyone, what is the purpose of all of this? Why would you have your minecart follow a pathway? It's so confusing to me. But that's because King Kit knows how to make the perfect Minecraft world. And if you disagree with him, then you know what? I disagree with you, disagreeing with him, which cancels out and makes that agreeance. That's right, you agree with him now, in my mind. Oh yeah, this village right here, this old style village. So this is an old world. They've been working on this since at least 2018 because pre-Village and Pillage. So they've got an old style world right here. As you can see, it's beautiful. They've even taken some cobwebs from the ground and then they've blown them up because they figure that's what beauty is, really. They've blown up a lot of things, actually. Maybe the world was just grief before I got here. You know, I think I need to believe the world was grief before I got here to have any semblance of hope for humanity in Minecraft. You know, Minecraft's meant to be the game where
no one can tell you what you can or cannot do.
But sometimes, just sometimes, maybe someone should. Maybe someone should check up on you, make sure you're okay, and you're not doing things like this with your day. Maybe that's just a thing that someone should be doing in your life. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, maybe you think that, you know, the moon landings were a conspiracy. Let me know in the comments down below about any of those things. And for now, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I don't know what it really was anywhere in there, but you know what? Isn't that every video on the channel at this point? I think you'll find it is. So thank you very much for watching, because I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.